everyone. Today we're going to be going through an arms and abs style workout. This class is going to be based off of one of our most popular classes that we offer when we're in the office in Watertown. So today's class is going to be Tabata style. So what that means is you're going to do an exercise for 20 seconds and then you're going to rest for 10 seconds. We're going to stick with that same exercise for 4 rounds. Then we're going to switch to another exercise, the second one in the same group, and do that one for 4 rounds. Then you're going to repeat each one for another 4 rounds before you move on to the next group of exercises. So let's get started. The first exercise is going to be a low plank hold with an alternating foot tap. So you're going to be on the floor. You're going to have your elbows pretty much right underneath your shoulders. Hands are going to be flat on the floor. Fingers are spread out, kind of distributing that weight nice and even. Then you're going to make sure your hips are in line with the rest of your body. I don't want to see your hips up here or sinking down toward the floor. All you're going to do is tap one side, tap the other, back and forth for a full 20 seconds. Once you've done 4 rounds of that, you're going to pair it up with bird dogs. So you're going to go 2 rounds on each side for this one. You'll also need to be on the floor. You're going to be on all fours. Your knees are about hip width apart, core is braced, and you're going to make sure you remember to breathe. You're going to take opposite arm and leg, and you're going to bring them in toward each other and extend out. Back in and back out. You're going to go for 20 seconds on one side. You'll repeat that same side one more time, and then you'll switch to the other side for 2 rounds. From there, we're going to move on to 2 new exercises. First one is a seated shoulder press. I don't have any weights, so I'm just using some cans of food that I found in my kitchen. And we're going to go ahead and take a seat, and our feet are going to be out straight in front of us. Your core is braced. You're up nice and tall. Imagine that there's a string pulling your head up to the ceiling, and you're just going to hold right here and press up over the top. Back down and press up. Now, if you have dumbbells or you want to use something a little heavier, that's fine. I recommend not going super heavy because, again, you're going to be going for a total of 8 rounds. It's going to get to be a lot on those shoulders. Then we're going to pair that up with some push-ups. So, a few options here. This one you can start with regular push-ups from your knees, where you're just going to lower yourself down and right back up. Or you can go from your toes, right here, and back up. And if you're somewhere in between those two, you can do an elevated push-up, which you want to make sure you have a table or something sturdy to use. And you're just going to have your hands on that surface, and you're right here for a push-up. And then we're going to move on to our last pair of exercises. The first one is going to be a bent over or renegade row. So we're going to start with our bent over row right here. Your feet are about hip width apart, knees are bent, hips are back, core is braced, and your chest is forward. I'm going to show you from the side so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to be right here, and all we're going to do is we're going to go both arms at the same time, pull up and squeeze those shoulder blades in toward your spine, remembering to keep your shoulders down and back so that they don't end up by your ears. Right down and right back up. 20 seconds there. Then, the other thing you could do instead, if that's too easy for you, you could do a renegade row. This one, you're going to be in a high plank position. Right here, nice wide base with your feet. And all you're going to do is pull up and squeeze in the center and back down, and same thing on this side. This one I would not recommend doing with anything that's round. You're going to roll your wrist. So only do that one if you have some weights or if you wanted to do it without the weight for a little extra core challenge. All right, and so the last exercise you're going to pair up with that bent over or renegade row is a boat pose. So for this one, you're going to take a seat. I'm going to go from the side so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to find that spot between your tailbone and your lower back, and you're just going to try to find a spot where you can balance on it. You can either keep your feet on the floor and just hold right here, bracing that core, but remembering to breathe the whole time. If that's too easy, you can lift your feet up off the floor. Still too easy, straighten those legs out And still too easy, lower them to the floor. The closer you are, the harder it's gonna be. You can see I'm shaking already. It's a great core workout. Good luck, have fun, and keep up the great work.